What's up folks, Mike here at Watches. Welcome to the video, and today's a very quick video where we're going to take a look at how to remove a pendant tube from a watch case. Now there are many different kinds of pendant tubes that you can get on different watches. You can get standard ones, you can get waterproof ones, you can get screw down crown type tubes which are either externally threaded or internally threaded, and as and when those jobs pop up I will make videos on them as well. Another common tube that needs replacing is on a Rolex, and there's a slightly different method for removing the tube on a Rolex case, and when I get one of those in next I'll be sure to make a video showing you how those tubes are actually removed, because some of you out there might not actually know how that's actually done, so that might be helpful. But today we're actually going to be taking a very quick look at this lady's Tag Heuer watch. In this particular instance, the original crown, which is not a screw down but it was waterproof, has completely sheared off the stem, and it's lost the internally threaded part of the crown, so the crown's completely no good. So what we're going to actually do is we can convert this waterproof pendant tube into a internally threaded screw down crown type tube, which I've done on a previous model. That way the watch will retain its water resistance, and it'll actually have what you could consider an upgrade, a screw down crown instead of just a standard waterproof crown. So as you might be able to see here in the video, you've got this really long huge tube, and this tube is actually friction fitted. So if you are looking to change a tube on a watch, it's advisable to know what kind of tube is actually in the watch already, because if it's if the tube is threaded into the case and you're trying to push it out with friction, then you're going to damage the case, the tube, and the tool that you're using at the time. So I know in this particular instance that the tube is actually friction fitted, so it can be pushed out. But always check and be sure what kind of tube you have in the watch that you're going to be adjusting. So this tool here is made by Hobbyists, and it's a very simple press, and what it does is it allows a huge amount of pressure on a very small area, so it pushes out the tube. It comes with various different size press dies for different size tubes, and this side is for pressing out, and this side is for pressing in the new ones. So today in this video we're just going to show you how the original tube is removed. Now this is probably about the limit of this tool's capability, given the size of the case. It's quite difficult to get the case inside that gap there, but it is doable. I've done this before on a Kirium model. So like I said, always be sure you check what kind of tube you got in the watch case before you proceed, otherwise you could end up damaging both the watch and the tool. So we've got a very small die in here, and that's actually going to slot inside the tube, which I can't really show you because it's a bit too small. But that actually slots down inside the tube, and inside the tube itself on this particular model is a very small diameter, and you can actually push the tube out. So what we're going to do is we're going to fit that in there like so, trying to keep it nice, straight and level as we screw it down nice and slowly. A bit squeaky. So there we have the case just sitting there nice and snug. And what I'm going to try and do with my left hand is keep it nice and level, and check that the tube is in line and not pushing against anything, and slowly apply pressure, and there we go, the tube is actually popped out there. I can feel that. So there we go, it's just fallen out there. So the tool has done its job. As we can see here, here is the original tube, and that has now come out of the watch. And you can see there's a lot of gunk and rubbish in that area. So what's going to happen now to this particular watch case is this is going to go through the ultrasonic cleaner, making sure all the dirt and gunk and debris is out of the casing, and then when the new tube and crown arrive and everything is all clean and I'm happy that everything is okay and I've checked that there's no damage inside the hull, we're going to use the opposite side of the tool and we're going to press the tube in to the watch case, and then later on refit the movement, new stem, new crown, and have it all back and working as it should be. But I'm not going to show you that in this video. This is just to show you how the tube was removed using this particular tool. There are other tools. There are some handheld calipers that you can use, which I think are probably a bit more difficult. It is quite an expensive tool, but when you're doing work like this on a regular basis, it's worth investing in the right tool for the job. And that's pretty much it for this video, but when other examples come up I will try to show them, in particular with the Rolex pendant tube, because that's probably quite a common thing that a lot of people out there are wondering how you change the tube on that. So I'll do that when that comes up in the next video. So that's it for now, and hopefully I'll see you again in another video.